Hi, it's Alison from Silicon Bullet here with another top tip. I've just come home from a 4 networking meeting in Coventry this morning, and I was asked at the meeting by somebody how they can change from using bank feeds to downloading statements in Xero. They're quite nervous about this, as they'd never done it before, and I went through the process with her in our 10-minute chat at the meeting. But I realised that it would be a very good topic for a quick how-to video. So certain banks have not been able to get their open bank feeds ready yet with Xero, and if you're using a Yodlee feed with them, those are going to stop working. The Yodlee feeds are going to stop working from the middle of March 2020. So you are going to, at least in the short term, have to download your statements and import them. So let me give you a couple of quick tips. The first tip is when the bank feed stops, go to your bank rec page and then go to your statements page, sort in date order, and see the latest date that the transactions have been imported into your bank. Make sure you make a note of this, because these are the ones you're going to have to start from importing. Then log into your bank account separately and download a CSV file, that's comma separated value file. Basically, you're downloading something that can be opened up in a spreadsheet. You may get some choices of formats. Basically, all Xero needs is a column with the date, a column with some sort of reference. That is optional, but without that, how do you know who's paid you? And you need a column with the amount of money in it. Most bank accounts display in 2 separate columns, credit columns and debit columns for the money coming in and out. But what Xero needs is one consolidated column where the money going out of your bank is shown as a negative and the money coming in is shown as a positive. Now, most of the time you can download things in the right format from your bank, but if you can't, you can open it up in a spreadsheet package and just edit and moderate it so that it looks right for you. Then what you'll need to do is go to the bank settings page and go to the area where it says download a statement. You will then browse to the file that you've saved and make sure it's saved as a .csv or comma separated value format. And then you will tell Xero what column to import to what area in Xero. There are a number of extra columns available. So sometimes I use a reference column where it might say DD or SO for standing order. It might have a check number, and I might map that column as well. And you also have the ability to have separate columns for payee and for description, but most banks don't display that way. So all else fails, just put all your text in the description, have your date and have your amount of money. Then you will want to hit the import button to bring the transactions in. But my big tip is never download your transaction up to the day that you're in. So for example, today is the 6th of March when I'm recording this. So I would go to my bank and I would download the transactions from the day after the bank feed's finished up until the 5th of March. Because when I'm recording this, it's about 11 o'clock on a Friday morning. If I downloaded the transactions for the 6th of March, somebody might pay me this afternoon, and it's really hard to get the right cutoff point that enables you that you don't miss any transactions out or you don't double count any transactions. So when you're downloading statements or downloading transaction lists to import into Xero, always just go to yesterday and don't go to today. If you want to just double check to make sure when you've done the import everything looks correct and you don't have any breaks, then you can go back to that statements page and you can scroll through and just make sure you've not got any breaks in there. Once you've struggling with the words today. Once you've processed everything through in Xero and you've reconciled everything, I would always then go to a reconciliation report, go into your online banking, check what your account balances was yesterday, and always double check that Xero has got the same final account balance. If that sounds a little bit confusing and you would like some help, then I do remote hand-holding sessions where I can help you to do this for the first time, help you get a process in order so that you can confidently do it yourself in the future. So that's Alison Mead from Silicon Bullet signing off with this top tip on importing bank statements. Do look for blog.siliconbullet.com for more tips, and look for Silicon Bullet on YouTube, and look for me, Alison Mead, on Facebook and on LinkedIn. I will speak to you again soon. Bye.